Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anindya Meira Paulina, Mayor in Public Administration with NPM 1916041010. Here I will give a little presentation as an assignment for the final semester examination. The presentation that I will explain is on issues of public administration. So this material is entitled Maladministration and Public Service Ethics. And to shorten time, let's go straight to the discussion. Public administration, according to Dwi Waldo, is the administration and management of people and things in order to achieve state goals. So, public administration is an activity of state administration. In Indonesia, of course, in administrative activities, there is public service activity. For that, we need to understand first about public service. Public service, according to TOHA 2002, is a business carried out by a certain person or group of people or agencies to the provision of goods and services aimed at providing convenience to the community in order to achieve goals. Not only that, according to Law 25 of 2009, the definition of public service is an activity or series of activities in the context of meeting service needs in accordance with statutory regulations for every citizen and resident for goods service and administrative service provided by public service provider. However, in reality, public service activities do not always run as they should. In fact, there are still many problems that occur, such as maladministration. In Law Number 37 of 2008 concerning the Ombudsman of the Republic of Indonesia, maladministration is a behavior or act against the law. Exceeds authority, use authority for purpose other than its real purpose, including negligence or neglect of legal obligation in state and government administration which causes material loss or immaterial to society. Next, we will enter into cases that we can relate to, namely the alleged maladministration, namely in the Joko Chandra case. Maladministration that occurred at the prosecutor's office in the form of procedural irregularities and abuse of authority. Not only that, it turned out that there was maladministration at the police in the form of predicted delays, procedural deviations, and abuse of authority. In addition, the Ombudsman also found errors at the Directorate General of Immigration in the form of incompetence and procedural irregularities, so that the Ombudsman delivers corrective actions, namely improving the system and quality of public service for each agency, especially for the parties involved in the examination process of internal and external parties suspected of being linked to the Joko Chandra case. Judging for the Joko Chandra case above, it can be seen that there are still many cases of maladministration at both the regional and central levels. This happened because of the lack of awareness on the part of the parties concerned, as well as because there were still many parties who hid these mistakes. Therefore, it is very necessary to increase supervision of institutions that have authority in public service. Because if the public service providers have beside their obligations, what about the result that will be obtained later from counting? The things above, if associated with one of the appropriate approach to state administration, according to C.L. Sarma, namely the operational approach, where administration as a work process starts from a logical analysis of human activities or administrators, which will then be identified and organized and determine the sub-process of administrative process to be able to achieve organizational or business goals either as a whole. The purpose of this approach means that all public service activities are closely related to the behavior and actions of public service providers, which have an important role so that if a problem such as maladministration occurs, it will have a very bad impact on existing public service activities. In this approach, it is also pure to carry out administrations or activities carried out by humans as administrators, without looking at other supporting factors. Therefore, in the implementation of this public service, there is a need for public service ethics, which functions as a value or code of ethics that should be obeyed by public service providers as evidence that they are carrying out their obligations in providing service to the community. For this reason, we as a society who are sensitive to things like the above have the right to report errors or problems that occur to parties who have the authorities such as the Ombudsman. This is so that we can all minimize the occurrence of maladministration that exists in public service activity. That is the discussion that I can convey. Hopefully it is useful and also useful for all of us. I'm Anindya Meira Paulina. Resign, goodbye and thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.